Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 1. What a game of football it was! Very entertaining. Both teams going at each other, and ultimately, both teams can't be separated. And we move to the second leg at the Etihad, which is going to be the crucial game here. Now we'll talk more about the second leg later on, and obviously, you know, ultimately before that game we'll do a preview. But I want to talk about this game before anything. There's lots to talk about here. Two teams, two of the great sides in world football. Man City are arguably the best team in the world at the moment. So, look, people would say getting a draw at the Santiago Bernabeu is a good result. And you know what? I agree. I genuinely agree that they have something to work with. Pep has something to work with. A 1-1 draw, when you have got the home advantage, when you are at home, to win against a Real Madrid side that, let's be honest, are vulnerable, it can be done. And in fact, they are favourites to go through, and I'm not surprised. My original prediction was 2-2. I expected a draw. I didn't have the feeling in me thinking Man City are going to come to the Bernabeu and win. Neither did I even have a feeling. I didn't even thought that Real Madrid were going to have a chance. But yeah, I didn't even thought that we were going to score first, by the way. But this game was incredible. Like I said earlier on, both sides going at each other. Manchester City now have something to take away from this game, and maybe they got the better of the two teams. But even though I did predict 2-2, I had that feeling in me thinking, what if we get trashed like 3-0 or 4-0? That's over. But we actually played very, very well, and you gotta give credit to the players and credit to Ancelotti. I mean, look, I don't think Man City made a single substitute, by the way. Sorry, not substitute, substitution. So, look, we brought players on, obviously, and we changed things around. And towards the end, we had a couple of decent chances that maybe could have been very good chances. Like Benzema and Tchouaméni had a couple of chances towards the end, but overall, both teams can't be separated. And honestly, I think that's the deserved and fair outcome of this game. I think both teams played really, really well, and ultimately, the second leg will be the most crucial game to decide who goes through. This first game, you could tell I didn't really see Man City at their 100%. I mean, look, we know what Manchester City are at their 100%. And even when they're at their 50%, they were dominating the possession. They were having more shots on target, more passes, keeping the ball. While Real Madrid, I didn't feel like they do ever play their 100% unless they're in a position that they have to. They go out there, they let the opponent have the ball, have the control, see what you can do, and then just one moment they switch on and they punish you. And when you put these two teams together against each other, I think you get this sort of game, this sort of result, where it's quite even, but overall Man City were the more dominant side throughout the 90 minutes. And we are not surprised. I don't think any Real Madrid fans will say I'm surprised, no. But overall, if you ask a Real Madrid fan if he's happy, personally, I didn't expect Real Madrid to win. So a draw is the best outcome I expected Real Madrid to get, and a 1-1 draw, is there a chance to win at the Etihad? There absolutely is. Everyone writing Real Madrid off straight away. You can't write any team off when it's a 1-1 and you're going to the second game. but let alone Real Madrid. You cannot write Real Madrid off until it's over. Because genuinely, how many times must Real Madrid prove to everyone, especially the English media and pundits, that look, there is this team that will not give in, will not die, and you have to twist the knife once it's stuck in, and if you don't, you'll get punished for it. And we talk about that a lot of times. I'm wondering to myself, is that Man City sticking the knife in, getting a 1-1 draw, which is a good result for them, but not twisting it? Because if they had scored one more goal to win it and win 2-1, that would have been a very, very hard comeback for Real Madrid to come back from. But it's 1-1. We're basically going into a game that's even. Forget about the 1-1, forget about whatever the score is. It's basically 0-0, because what's the difference between 1-1 and 0-0? Okay, there were 2 goals scored in the first leg, but it doesn't affect the mentality and the mindset going into the second game. You know, it's basically evens. It's a one match. It's a 1 game playoff, basically now. So, it's going to be very interesting. Let's see what we get from that game. But Man City, one of the best sides, if not the best team in the world, and you know, you have to give them the credit. And yeah, they were genuinely the more dominant team. They played incredibly well. Maybe you'll be looking back going, maybe if we had taken one more chance, we would have won and scored. Maybe. But ultimately, it finished a draw. First goal, I mean, both goals were genuinely fantastic. I mean, both goals could be nominated for UEFA Goal of the Season, UEFA Champions League Goal of the Season. Vini Jr., what a player. What a goal. I mean, that was genuinely incredible. I mean, Camavinga and Modric. Modric, by the way, 37, 38 years of age, playing with a minor injury, but there were reports that if he had a relapse, basically, if the injury happened throughout the game, again, it would have, you know, maybe taken him out for months, basically. So, if he had the same injury again, it would have been very, very, very bad, because he would have been gone for months. So, yeah, I mean, the risk paid off, I suppose, but you have to play Modric because of that moment. Camavinga, left back, I mean, I'm not surprised. Gets the ball, nice kind of 1-2 with Modric. Modric with that almost no-look pass back to Camavinga. Camavinga makes himself up the field and then feeds it for Vini Jr. And you know what? Vini thought, let's just slam it past my Brazilian teammate Ederson, who has absolutely no chance to save that one. And that was genuinely incredible. 1-0, Real Madrid take the lead before halftime. And then, yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, again, like I said, another UEFA Champions League Goal of the Season nomination. That was incredible as well. Gundogan just lays it off for De Bruyne, who again slams it home too. Incredible goal, beating Courtois. Isn't as powerful as Vini's, but you don't need too much power. You know, he gets the right amount of power needed. The accuracy is perfect. And it's a goal. 1-1. 2 goals scored. 1 from each team. And yeah, both stunners, basically. Some chances, I mean, De Bruyne had a shot from the 8th minute, which forced Courtois to make the save. Rodri had an effort after 13 minutes from distance. Courtois pushed it away. De Bruyne fed Haaland through, but the shot was straight at Courtois. Grealish with a cross headed by Haaland straight at Courtois. Speaking of Haaland, by the way, he was quiet. Let's be honest. Rudiger and Alaba did fantastically well to keep Haaland quiet, and that is obviously what the game plan would have been going to this game. You know, you got a player like Erling Haaland, who is one of the best, if not the most informed player in the world, and one of the best in the world. And to keep him quiet for 90 minutes, and maybe he had one or two shots, but to keep him quiet and not let him have a sniff on goal is genuinely incredible. I mean, you talk about Haaland as the best striker in the world, but in order to stop the best striker in the world, you have to be the best centre backs in the world, and Alaba and Rudiger have proved that they are arguably two of the best centre backs in the world, genuinely. Vinny Jr. had a chance, stole the ball off Rodri, a loose ball, tried to fed it for Benzema, but Ruben Diaz, I mean, brilliant. That sort of block slash clearance of the ball prevented Benzema from scoring a tap in. Realistically, we could have been 1-0 up after 25 minutes. And then second half, 52nd minute, De Bruyne left through on goal, onside as well, but Courtois denies him. And Cruz with a free kick into the box, and Benzema's header is denied by Ederson. And I mean, what a shot this is. Germany, I mean, 90 minutes in, going towards injury time, takes a shot from way out, which forced a magnificent save from Ederson, which realistically, if that had gone in, that would have been a winner. So, look, some very good chances from both teams. Both teams going at each other, like I've been saying. And, yeah, I mean, not much else to say. Man City are incredible. I mean, it kind of went the way we thought it would be. In fact, I want to see my predicted lineup for both Real Madrid and Man City, because we did talk about Man City and what they might have done and went with for this game. So I just want to have a look at the lineups here, because I haven't been able to see the full lineup completely. So like I expected, City did go with a 3-2-4-1 to start things off. Now, obviously, they didn't play that way throughout the game. You could tell that they weren't playing with 3 at the back. In fact, it was 4 at the back. But what this did do was essentially Akanji tucking out to left back with Diaz and Stones at centre back and Walker right back. But at times, it looked like Stones was at right back. Maybe they were interchanging, Walker coming in while Stones going a bit wider. You have Rodri next to Stones, but obviously Rodri was playing either as the holding or as a pivot with Gundogan. And then you also have De Bruyne in there, of course, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, who played on the right hand side, and Haaland up top. So look, realistically, what I predicted for Real Madrid, you know, this is what I predicted as well. Benzema, Vini, Rodrigo as the front three. The midfield I predicted right. I thought it was going to be Modric, Kroos, Valverde. It was. And the back line, I predicted right. I actually predicted the full team right. For the first time, I believe. But Nacho came on, Asensio came on, Tchouaméni came on, and City didn't make a single sub. So the likes of Foden, the likes of Alvarez, maybe even like Mahrez and Laporte didn't even get a chance. So look, is it Pep thinking to himself, we've got a game coming up against Everton away, I'm pretty sure, or is it just him thinking that maybe those subs wouldn't have been of much help and difference, or was it just not feeling it? Who knows? But let's see what we can do. Obviously, in the middle of these two games, we've got Getafe at home. I'll do a preview for that game as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if it's on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.